Alright, everyone, it's 7 o'clock and time for some more EVE Online. Glad you all are here. I mean, if you count 0, so none of you, but that's alright, it'll show up, no worries. And we are going to be doing something awesome today, at least in my opinion. Something I've never done in EVE Online, and something I think is going to be really good, and that is, if you probably saw it in the title, the Sisters of Eve Epic Arc, the Bloodstained Stars. No, I'm serious. I have never done this before on previous characters, on this character, like, not at all. So I'm kind of excited to get started with it. And yeah, we've got ourselves a shiny new ship with what I think is going to be a fit that will help us do these missions. It might not be the fit that I ultimately keep long term, but it's the one we're going to use today. I'm sorry, I just had dinner, so I'm a little phlegmy. But that should clear in a minute or two. And yeah, I'm excited. In fact, I've never actually even done a single epic arc of any kind. So not even just this one, but like any of them. So there you go. We're gonna embark on some new territory together today. So let's just dive right in, get started. I'm in the station with Sister Alatura, who is the agent you talked to first for this mission, and let's see what she has to say. Ask for help and they send me a Capsuleer. Well, of course. You are a Capsuleer, aren't you? Yes. An immortal pilot who subverts the rules of life and death, who shapes the fate of empires? You'll have to excuse my skepticism. Don't worry. I'll prove it. I work with a humanitarian organization, the Sisters of Eve. I've seen your kind hasten the deaths of millions every day. You expect me to believe that you're different? I mean, yeah, kinda. To prove yourself, your actions will have to do the talking. You just received a distress call from a ship called the Damsel, and you're the closest aid available right now. Get out there and save some lives. Prove to me you are not just another murderous liar with a god complex. With all the power at your disposal, you certainly could be a force for good, and one thing is certain, good is in dire need of allies these days. So yeah, that's kind of the mission rundown. We've got to go rescue this stranded ship. We're going to get some ISK, and even more ISK if we do it quickly. Alright, sometimes objectives and entities found in space are not displayed in the default overview settings. Adding large collidable objects in celestials and large collidable structures and entities to the overview can reveal details such as object names. Well, I'm pretty sure we have that in the overview settings, so no worries there. You'll also notice over on the right-hand side, we've got some new information since we weren't using that space anyway. We're going to accept this, and I need to dock. Oh, jeez. For some reason, whenever I'm doing missions, I always forget to accept it before I undock, and I don't... Okay, we're gonna accept. There we go. Now we can undock. Goodness gracious. Yeah, so you'll notice on the side panel there, on the right-hand side, we have some new stuff for you to check out. That is, we have a follower goal, so over the course of the next week I'd like to see us increase by 5 followers. That's the goal. Hopefully we can make that happen. We also have an events list, so if you do follow, your name will pop up there and pretty much stay there until it gets bumped off 10 follows later. And down at the bottom we have a poll to help us decide what the heck we are doing after the Sisters of Eve Epic Arc. So go ahead and if you are here now, go ahead and vote on that, and if you are not here right now and watching this on YouTube, the poll is probably over. But just in case, jump on the next stream and go ahead and put in your vote. And likely there will be another poll to follow this one, so if you didn't get your vote in on this one, don't worry. there will be more polls in the future for you to participate in. Looks like one more jump to get to this mission site. I was doing some reading online to try and figure out which damage type to go with. And you can see in the drone bay I've got acolytes, hobgoblins, and warriors, so I can do EM, thermal, or explosive damage, depending on the situation. And I'm trying to decide what exactly we should do. What I was reading, people were saying to go with the hobgoblins. I don't know if that's the right direction or not. Maybe. I mean, I guess we can just launch them and try it, and if it doesn't work for us, we can switch it up and use one of the other types. That's why I brought more than one type of drones. But we do have beam lasers in these top 3 slots here, just in case. Those, of course, will be doing EM and thermal damage, because that's just how that works. Need to approach the wreck. And let's actually move into the PvP settings here. Approach this. No sense in launching the drones until we are confronted with some sort of combat. And as I recall, the what I read online said in this first mission you don't even have to engage in combat at all, so we probably won't. But we did bring along a salvager, so we can knock off some of that air career salvaging stuff while we're doing the missions. And we have a remote armor repairer, so if the drones take any damage in the armor category, we can fix them up in between rooms or like in between missions if we want. Alright, you can talk to me when you finish your current mission. Complete remotely. Okay, we got some interesting information out of your trip. It seems no one fired on the damsel. Something must have happened inside the ship. I'd like you to track those survivors down. See if you can get any information about the ship's path, pilot, or cargo. We need to know what caused this disaster. Concord is the first logical step. I've gotten in touch with Concord agent Tevis Jack, who may have information for you. His location is being uploaded to your Neocom. Currently acting as an OR agent. Go see if you can find a piece of this puzzle. Okay, let's accept remotely. Let's set our destination. But no one fired on the damsel. It just exploded of its own accord. Very interesting. Like, I haven't read the synopsis for this or anything, so we're literally just doing all this for the first time. All new to me. And we've got an active cerebral booster thanks to some like 15 days of starting gifts or what have you. And we did leave some extra drones back at the starting station in case we need to replace any. Figured that would be prudent. These are just tech level 1 drones, nothing fancy to them, and my durability skills are not trained up yet, so they are going to be susceptible. I don't know if PvE NPCs will shoot at that kind of stuff. Let's start a conversation of interest. Yeah, I picked up the crew that outlived that explosion. Pretty massive, whatever it was. I'll see if I can track down the facilities they were sent to, if you can do me a favor. A bunch of pirates have been scavenging the explosion site. Go and take them out for me. Shouldn't be too much trouble for a capsuleer, then you might even find some extra information. Heck, you can probably get it done in the time I'll need to look up the rest of this data. Darn legacy systems. Got some language in there, buddy. Let's go ahead and accept. Basically just gonna go take out some pirates, it looks like. And close that. Let's see. How far away is this? kilometers? There's supposed to be a gate for that, or approach location. You should be able to warp to this. Map browser. Never mind. Waypoint, maybe? How am I supposed to get to this? I'm confused. Turn on the afterburner and just burn over to it, I guess. Well, that's not what I expected. How far away do you have to be to warp to something? You know what, let's try it. Let's warp to this. And then we'll see if we can actually warp to the location of the mission here. Gotta be faster than slow boating it. There we go. Not even in the system. I'm confused. What? Okay. I don't know why it wasn't giving me the prompt for that, but... There we go. We're on our way. Ugh. Alright, warp to location. Wunderbar. Oh, there's a station just right off of Stargate. Great. I wonder what would have happened if we had, like, just slow-boated to it. Eventually would have said 0. Let's orbit this guy. 20 km. Lock target. Target. Let's go ahead and do this. This going. Oh geez, is it that fast, huh? Okay. So let's send the drones after this guy. And then after this guy. Yeah, they're pretty much knocking these guys out before I can even get into laser range. Jeez. Oh, there we go. My sensors are picking up that you now have a strange bit of tech in your cargo. Bring it to me. Okay. First of all, let's recall drones. They are in the bay, that's good. And let's do some salvaging. Doesn't look like anything. Well, one of them has cargo, actually. Let's go open the cargo of that. We'll start with this guy. And then go from there. I do miss the frigate speeds for sure. Strange data core. Oh, I should drop. I should have dropped the MTU. I'm dumb. Next time, I guess. Like, I spent money on it, so I should just use it. That's alright. Now that I remember that it's there, hopefully this will be the last slow boating that we have to do. Honestly, once I get to this wreck, I can just go ahead and drop it, and it should tractor in all of the different stuff here. Like, I know we're in high sec. Probably don't need to do the descanning, but I don't think it hurts anything. Metal scraps. Much for self. Good. Can't lock that many, I guess. So the Warriors did quite nicely for that mission. I was like, dang. And we probably don't need this on. First guy. I don't think it has anything. I don't think so. Let's go ahead and scoop it. These last couple wrecks. Actually shrink this. There we go. Stack everything here. This strange data core to our friend. Yeah, I mean, I know the salvage probably is not going to be great for these missions because they're intended to be for newer players, but I'm just trying to knock off the air career stuff and get some of the cheap, easily available salvage for making rigs down the line. Did buy my first blueprint the other day. Actually, earlier today, I think, which is pretty cool. Switch back to PvE. For a small container, so nothing too fancy, something I'll get plenty of use out of. Help me organize the item hangers. Start this conversation here and complete the mission. Ah, you're done. Good timing. Okay, let's request mission. Okay, I found your first guy, but it looks like he's already shipped out again. What a fighter, huh? He's down in the crew manifest as Red, and his convoy has him listed under the same handle. So there you go. There you go. I'm giving you coordinates to intercept the convoy now. You should be able to catch them before they get too far. Go quick, though. I'm worried that they don't have enough security to deal with the number of pirates. So that's where that comes from. That's cool. Where they're heading. They might need your help. Okay, so let's accept this. Close that. Shrink this yet again. And warp to location. Yeah, pretty cool ship sitting there. Transport. retrieving red. Could be fun. Okay, let's orbit him at 25. Go ahead and lock. Lock. Let's launch our hobgoblins. And up for him. And start shooting this guy. Also, we can do the afterburner. Work with this guy. Go 5 again. Lock target. And since we're going to try and be smart here, launch for self. Get that started. Let's see location. Yeah, this is fine. There we go. I got him. The drone's back. And purge the mobile tractor unit. Salvaging. Doesn't look like any of the wrecks are going to have cargo. That's sweet time, isn't it? I knew that was the salvager. Got our lasers here, and our remote armor repair right here. There's red. Looks a little worse for the wear. This is the corpse of a man wearing a red shirt. Looks like he was a pretty tough guy just a few hours ago. That is unfortunate. I don't think we're going to get much information from dear old Red. Keep that. And warp to location. stacked everything. Okay. A few different pieces and parts here. That convo. And complete the mission. That is he figures. I'll keep the investigation open, but unless something changes, there's little Concord can do. Yeah, that is the unfortunate part. Just got a message from Sister Alatura. I sent her that weird data core you found at the site. She says they weren't able to decipher it. Pity. Still, she's very interested in consulting with you. So go do what she wishes. The sisters are good people. Okay, well, let's accept that. I have a feeling it involves warping somewhere, and I wish it would just stay to... This is what happened earlier. Just kind of like... doesn't give you the option to set destination or warp until you like leave that area. At least we know how to fix it now. Alright, so destination. Alright, got some bounty money there. That's good. Back up to 3 million, which is great, because we spent a decent chunk getting what we needed for the ship. Let's make another jump here. I know people said this basically takes you through like all different parts of like all 4 empires high-sec areas. So that's fun. I actually went through a good portion of them just getting to the station where this starts. Is like 42 jumps or something from the Amar starting area I was in. So I spent a good hour jumping all the way over here. Hey there, Winter Stormy. How is it going? Oh, thank you. I finally finished the career agents on the last stream, so this was next on the agenda. Heard it was a good place to start. So there you go. I have played before, but this is a new character, and it's good to just get a refresher on how everything works. Let's dock up. We're gonna drop off some of the salvage. It depends on what we're talking about. A little bit, yes. Enough to usually not accidentally forget my drones when I launch them. To descan when I'm in wormholes. But apparently not enough to not forget to bookmark the exit when you go into a wormhole. Because I did that in the last stream, so a little embarrassing, but kind of funny. Maybe I'm definite. Okay. Now I'm confused. Or to Sister Alatora, so I just talk to her? And then that one completes? Yeah, I think so. Okay. Jet canning and janitor. We have another crew member located. The ship's janitor, Nevin Centurion, we're gonna go with that, is stationed at a small outpost. We hope he'll have a lead on where some of the other personnel are recuperating. In light of what happened to Red, I'd like you to bring him back here once you've found him. For his own safety, you understand? Yes, for his own safety. I mean, they're humanitarians, so probably for his own safety. You think it's easy to find people to take on the janitor role between the stars? Well, it's not, okay? Janitors are in high demand, especially in places frequented by capsuleers, who are not exactly famous for cleaning up after themselves. I guess that's fair. We got other stuff to do, you know. Alright, so let's accept this before we undock. I do have a bad habit of doing that, too. Yeah, that's what I was reading. It is quite a few missions, but they seem to go really fast. Even with my meager skills, I'm kind of one-shotting stuff. So... yeah, not too shabby. The storyline's cool, too. Okay, I might not be there yet. I'm still training some of the drone skills, though. So hopefully we can get it to hit that. Let me check the fit. Yeah, about 80 DPS right now. We also have Gamma S to switch to get a little bit more DPS out of the lasers. I don't think it's going to quite hit 150 though. I need him in my cargo holds. And there is a spy. There's another spy. There's a lot of stuff in here that I really don't want in here. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I know everyone's kind of said that those, that last guy is a tough nut to crack. So we'll have to see. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I know where Albrai, the ship's cook, was headed, but I'll need a terminal to give you the coordinates. Terminal in a safe station. I'm not stupid. That's good. Okay, so let's recall drones. Yeah, I should have the skills to run Tech 2 drones by then, so I'll probably go out and grab some of those just for that fight. And hopefully between that and the Gamma S crystals on the lasers, that'll do it. And if not, we'll switch to pulse lasers instead of the beams. But yeah, we'll get it there. Alright, let's loot this guy. And head back to our mobile tractor unit. Salvaging. Best to get up close and personal with him in the final mission. Anyway. Okay, yeah, so getting close, avoid his, kind of get under his tracking speeds, and that makes sense. And then throw in your, high damage up close stuff. I like it. Yeah, that makes sense. And then hence also switching to pulse lasers if I can't hit the 150 with the beam lasers. No, not what I meant to do. Headcon. Oh, goodness. There we go. At least the lasers don't waste ammo if you accidentally shoot at something. So that's always good. There we go. Oops. Go ahead and scoop this. Yeah. I was kind of wondering if they did. I know it kind of seems like the tech ones don't. But it makes sense that the tech 2s would. That is good to know. So I guess if you know you're going into like a long thing, you might even just bring some Tech 1 crystals with you to switch into once your T2s break. Okay, go ahead and dock up. Back everything. Or just like a crap ton of extra T2s.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Okay, that's good. I had considered maybe getting blueprints for the crystals and manufacturing them, but for the T1s it doesn't seem like there's much point. There's probably not a ton of people buying a bunch of them. Not like they do with the like missiles and the autocannon ammo. Okay. So. Well, yeah. Yeah, I know you got to do the invention to get the T2 copies. But, like, it wouldn't make a lot of sense to just manufacture T1s necessarily. Unless I just needed some. Alright, give me a moment to input Evan's data. He's already providing us with good information. Let's quest a mission. We got the information from Nevin, but there's a problem. It appears Abre Azil, the ship's cook, has shipped out as well. No way they would all get reassignments so soon after an incident like this. They're being shuffled through the system so we don't find them. And then there's the drones. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Need to find Abri. If we follow this long enough, we might discover who doesn't want the truth uncovered. Vital staff. A good ship's cook is a valuable asset. It's much easier to keep morale up when you don't have to rely solely on generic frozen food. Real chefs who are willing to work in the often cramped conditions aboard ships are in high demand. That's kind of cool. Alright, so that is accepted. Get this stuff into the item hanger. And undock. Yeah, I want to do more of the industry stuff. Probably going to be mostly an off-camera activity. And researching the blueprints and doing the invention stuff is definitely going to be part of that. Hey, could you give me a hand here? The darn things took out my propulsion. I'm dead in the water. Alright. Approach this guy. Can we open this? Yes, we can. Actually, no. Reading the arc will have a choice to gain 1 point. Yes, I had heard that. And I'm still kind of deciding who to do the reputation for. Like, I'm thinking maybe Amar, just to get a jump on moving up the mission levels for them. But I was also considering Minmatar, since, you know, I'll end up losing rep with them during the course of doing Amar missions. Alright, we're just gonna mix downstairs, I guess. If you stay in Amar, do that. After the 3 months, you can use the Ark to repair the mission. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Rogue drones. We'll bring Azil back here, and we'll see what we can do for him. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, I really only want to be doing the level 1 missions as long as I have to. I know they're not great for much besides just building your security status, so... Yeah, I know the security status and reputation with the corpse and stuff affects a lot of different stuff. Like taxes on your market orders and the amount you get back from reprocessing ore and all that. So I figured I'd go ahead and get that up while I'm working on stuff. Yeah, that's something I definitely need to do. Yeah, I gotta work on those social skills. I figured I'd get a ship flying first, which, like, clearly we're there, so... Yeah, gotta do those social skills. I know, it's like a massive, overwhelmingly massive number of skills. And no matter, like, if you do your remaps or whatever to optimize it, like, it's still just so slow. I did get the referral link bonus from someone. Yeah. I had, like, 2 bonus ones plus the, like, one you start with. So I went ahead and did one, but, like, I'm gonna leave the rest alone until I, like, really need them.
Warp drive active.
Yeah. No, I have the unallocated skill points too, but, like, I'm trying to save those for when I hit the alpha clone cap, and then I can apply to skills that I can still do, but beyond the 5 million training cap, or whatever it is now.
Docking permission requested.
Yeah.
Docking requested.
I definitely need a jump clone. Because like I said, the sisters area right here is, like, really far away from the Amar starting area. And I would love to just jump right back. Okay, still capped at 5. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. I mean, it's nice that you can inject skill points and push it beyond that. But it'd be great if we could train just a little bit more than that. Alright, let's start this combo. Sweet. Drone involvement is certainly worrying news. Let me see what other leads I have for you, okay? Delivering a doctor. We've located the doctor from the wrecked ship. Unfortunately, we've located her by way of a ransom demand. We want this doctor alive, so we're going to pay it. Luckily, they just want planetary currency, so the real ISK value is minimal. I'll put the money in your hangar when you accept this mission. Need to take the ransom to the designated drop location. There to drop off the doctor as soon as you drop off the money. That's the plan anyway. I'd be prepared for a double cross just in case. Always prepare for a double cross. Yeah, trust pirates and all that. Let's accept that. And let's undock. Stack this. Howdy y'all, welcome to the stream. Doing the Sisters of Eve epic arc. Make yourselves at home. Jump in the conversation if you want, and if you're enjoying, definitely give us a follow. Yep, what?
Docking permission request.
Jeez.
Docking.
I accepted the mission this time anyway, but I forgot to grab the money. So easy to get distracted. It's a problem. Okay, a lot of money. Let's put that in the ship and undock. Let's go pay this ransom, get a doctor, and finish this mission. Is it naive to hope that it actually just goes to plan?
Active.
Probably. Throw this afterburner on, just get there a little bit faster. Alright, let's stop the ship. And move a lot of money into the dead job. That worked out well. I wonder how much cash we can get if we kill you and keep the doctor. Of course, they're going to try and be retarded. Alright, well, let's launch for self. Lock targets. Lock targets. 25. Launch drones. Alright. So there we go. Purchase guy. All our drones. Actually open the dead drop. I want to see if I can get back the money for them. was like, I know it wasn't that much, but once they double crossed us anyway. I mean, they did give us the doctor, so maybe they took the money and just got blown up with them. Nope, they didn't even... Oh, it's not mine to take. Okay, well. Search this. Stop. Let's get ready to dock. There we go. Take the good doctor back to Sister Alatura. It's nice that even on Capsuleer ships there's a space for normal people to hang out.
Docking permission requested. Docking request.
I guess they wouldn't just like get rid of all the cargo space just because a Capsuleer buys the hull. Kinda cool though. Alright, let's get rid of the stuff we don't need here. Complete our mission. Handled yourself well up there. Dr. Eben is cooperating with us, as I would expect. Been a long way, but we found the key survivor. Her name is Tahiki Karen. She's a Karen, okay. She was the engineer on the main ship from the ruined fleet, and she's signed on to the crew of the Heartbreak. She may be the only one who knows what really happened. You know the drill by now. Get out there and get her before someone else does. I'm fairly certain there'll be someone there to shoot at you. Probably. That's been the case most of the time. Alright, we should be good to undock. And let's warp to location.
Drive active.
Come on. There you go. Takes a second. Get me out of here. This thing might explode any second now. Alright. Go open cargo. Lock targets. Targets. Lock targets. And lock targets. The afterburner. I'm told the lore is that a capsular ship is still crewed with people, but not as much as a standard ship would be. Skeleton crew, so the ship is actually a crew quarter. Oh, that's interesting. I actually had never heard that. That makes sense, though. Like, even with all the skills in the world, one person's not going to be able to operate these massive ships. Yeah, it looks like they're getting under my tracking range here. But I love having drones. Alright, I think that we are good. But thankfully, most of these were already, like, on top of us when they were destroyed. The MTU is actually not all that necessary. See if we got anything. Nope. That's okay. Scoop that. Come on, salvager. Work for me. Okay. Got some stuff. Is it just me, or does the rec icon inside of the little targeting circle kind of look like a smiley face? Or not even a smiley face, but just like kind of a face. Like it's got the two eyes and like a little mouth. But not as broad as a smiley face, but I had noticed that. Yeah. Maybe not this one so much, but yeah, a lot of them kind of do. I'll have to look at that one. That's Gallente, right? Let's dock up.
Warp drive active.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have to pull it up in the ship tree later and just take a look.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Alright, engineer is safe and sound. Pull the stuff into the item hanger. Complete our mission. Excellent. Karen is being transported to a more secure Sisters of Eve location for a full debriefing with our people. Don't worry, we'll keep Concord well informed of our progress. Oh, that's good, I guess. Alright. Remember the strange data core you found? We've determined that it must have been made by rogue drones of some kind. I'm sending you to Gallente space, where I've contacted someone who can help you continue this investigation. Her name is Delphine Sarasier, an agent for Creodrone, and the daughter of their chief researcher. We've tapped out our other leads for you for now, which leaves us in need of more information on drones, and she can certainly give you that. Okay. So I assume that basically means we're moving mission locations. So let's load up our item hanger contents. And let's head out to this new agent. Hopefully by the end of the arc, I'm a lot closer to the Amar starting area. That would be helpful. Oh, geez. 8 jumps. Okay. At least it's not like 42.
Warp drive active.
Just did that once today. Well, that's quite enough for today. Okay, that's pretty cool. Never actually missioned in Gallente space, so should be interesting. I imagine it's probably not much different than like any of the other space, but it'd still be fun. I like drones, so seems like a good place to be.
Warp drive active.
Last mission's usually 5 jumps from Arnon. Okay. I mean, it'd have been convenient if it was closer to Mars space, but that's not really a big deal. Also think it's kind of funny that like the Sisters of Eve and Concord areas use Amar gates. I'm not sure why that is, but kind of cool. I know some of the backstory for the EVE Online universe overall has Amar as like the first empire that rises up. So they might just be the ones who kind of established the whole Concord thing, and so they just used those gates because that's what they had at the time. That's my best guess. Hey, to Dixie. Nice. I do have to love these gates, though. They look pretty cool. Yeah, I'll have to do that. I feel like I read through like a Wikipedia at one point, but I'd love to just see a video about it. So yeah, I'll definitely have to do that. And there's like a whole thing in game where you can go to like all these historical sites and stuff, isn't there? I thought I had heard that somewhere. Iron Archives on YouTube is the ones you want to watch for a while. Okay. Yeah, I will have to check that out. Because I am interested in the backstory and stuff. Okay. That's actually really cool. Yeah, it's like you're browsing an ancient archive. Nice. Okay. I mean, I definitely have the time. No, sometimes. I can definitely make the time. I'll say that. I might actually watch some of them tonight, honestly. Because, like, I'm interested, you know? It's a cool thing to look into. Plus, like, the more invested you are into the lore of the game, like, the more you're gonna enjoy it. That's always been my approach. Yeah. Actually, one of the things I always wanted to do, I'm like a big Minecrafter too. Not so much on Twitch, but Yeah, I kind of wish it did, but I know it pushes a lot of the PvP stuff, so for that you might not care so much about the lore. But yeah, like, Minecraft doesn't really have any lore, so one of the things I like to do is they have books you can write in, and like I'll add my own to just make the worlds more interesting. But yeah, I love when games have that lore in the background and you can really get to immerse yourself in the universe. It does make it more enjoyable. Okay, there we go. I mean, that makes sense. That's pretty much the game model, so. Alright, who am I supposed to Delphine, right? Alright. I mean, yeah, that makes perfect sense to me. It's very much everyone versus everyone. Even if you're doing things that aren't necessarily like direct PvP, you're still competing with everyone else in whatever you're doing. Alright. Elatora said you needed more information about some kind of drone problem. The sisters have referred a few promising capsuleers in the past, so I'm willing to give you a chance. That's nice, I guess. But I can't do anything else until this mess I'm dealing with has been taken care of. If you could retrieve some drones from Harrogate, that would speed things up considerably. See, every drone in that system has ceased responding to signals. That just doesn't happen with Federation technology unless the drones have been destroyed. Our research and development team needs whatever components still exist in order to analyze the remains. Fly out there and bring back one of the drones or any parts that might remain. We need to be careful. There were no signs of other ships in the system, so I have no idea what could have destroyed our drones. Okay. First drones in the Gallente Caldari War were little more than mines with proximity detonators and limited movement, but soon they advanced to a level where a single drone rivaled a solo fighter's capabilities. The drones reversed the tide of the war and helped create a stalemate between the two empires. Fascinating. Alright, let's undock and go get this drone. Ship looks very white in this station. It's interesting. Warp to location.
Drive active.
I love how the different station lights kind of affect the look of your ships. I don't actually like the Amar lighting that much. I like the Caldari lighting. My other character was Caldari, so I'm kind of used to that. And then that Gallente lighting was actually really nice. At least in my opinion. Alright, so let's go open that. Turn this guy on. Alright, okay, I can lock him. That's good. Get them to attack this guy. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I mean, green and white's just a great combination anyway, so. Alright, let's leave that. Honestly, it's probably not even worth dropping them to you for this. They're so close. Not much cleanup to do after this mission, that's good. Who says capsuleers don't clean up after themselves?
Warp drive active.
Alright, let's go turn in this corrupted drone, see what they have to say about all of that.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
And for those just joining, working our way through the Sisters of Eve epic arc. Literally my first time doing it, so I'm having a good time with it so far. And hopefully you all will as well. Wonderful, the R&D team, or RD team, has been waiting for your return. Are you available for another mission? Of course I am. Well, I'm here. A recently established colony still depends on Federation support for items they can't produce yet. Their last shipment of medical supplies was lost en route. That's unfortunate, and we think it may be due to rogue drone action. Regardless, dispatch of supplies needs to get through. Lives are depending on it. Oh, Gallente. The Gallente Federation emphasizes personal freedoms and accomplishments, but they also believe in providing the tools for personal advancement. Gallente believe in investing in the future. This is a good strategy, honestly. Though shipments of supplies for new colonies are almost always supported by lobbyists and the government. History has shown that the returns generated over the years more than repay the initial investment. And I think that plays out in the real world too, honestly. If you invest in something enough and get it to a point where it can like sustain itself, then the profits you get back from it way outweigh your initial investment. Pretty much almost every time. I need antibiotics in my cargo hold. Of course I do.
Docking request accepted.
I mean, that makes sense, right? I can't deliver medical supplies I don't have in my ship. I gotta start reading these things better. Okay, now we can undock. Alright, warp to location.
Warp drive active.
Alright, stop zooming out. Back. Here we go. Excuse me. Okay. Go open container. And I'll put 1 antibiotics into it. Okay. I'm just like waiting to see if I get jumped on the way to the thing or if I get jumped after I put the stuff in the container. And like, I'm kind of feeling like probably after, but I don't know for sure. I'll put an end to whoever does the jump in either way. I would like to find out, yes. Thank you for that. I'm just going to go ahead and launch my drones now, though, because that way they're ready. Yeah, I'm getting pretty close. I'm going to guess that I get jumped as soon as I put the stuff in there. Which makes sense. That it's an event that they could set up as a trigger. Conversation. Complete remotely. Okay, have an urgent recovery mission I could use your help with. This mission. I didn't get jumped at all. Alright. Yeah, I've seen people do it, and I'm not 100% how to set up the groups, so it's something I gotta look into and actually, like, set up now that I have more than just a couple drones in the bay. I told you I'd help if you helped me. Well, the Serpantis Corporation has just kidnapped one of Creodrone's top minds, Dr. Aspasia Castile? We're gonna go with it. She was analyzing those drone parts that you recovered earlier. The information she has is critical to figuring out what's going on or going wrong with the drones, but the Serpantis aren't going to let her go without a fight. They're planning to take her to their installation at Harrogate. I want you to get there first, destroy their base and the ships guarding it before the transport ship arrives. Okay. Serpantis Corporation began as a Gallente research firm, developing over time into the notorious drug cartel that they are today. The Serpantis have an ongoing deal with the Angel Cartel to provide protection for various Serpantis research stations. There are substantial bounties issued by the Gallente Federation Navy on any ranking officer in the Serpantis Corporation. Alright then. So let's go take care of that after we put our drones back in the bay. Alright, well, let's just warp to the closest thing that we can warp to. So we can trigger the wherever we're supposed to jump to in the thing here. Alright, let's warp to location. I'm not sure why it doesn't like immediately trigger when you do the remote accepting thing, but maybe it's just waiting for a trigger event like undocking or warping. Something that just like loads a new scene before it actually does that. Yeah, they would fail to execute my command, wouldn't they? Targets. Actually orbit the facility. Going about these. All right. I think we can approach this safely now, relatively safely. Our targets. Let's actually orbit this at 15K. And mark that as a target. Let's go ahead and launch this for us. Over to salvaging. This. Alright, let's launch the outpoints. Hello, Slagworks. How's it going? Oh, pretty good. Working our way through the Sisters of Eve epic arc. Literally my first time doing it, so enjoying myself. Yeah. I'm sure it's one that I will do lots. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I've got a couple coursers, but like, I wanted to do drones, so this seemed like the play. Quite a few more wrecks out there. Gotta get those salvaging skills up so I can do this a little bit faster, but yeah, it's been good so far. I guess it gives the MTU time to pull everything in. This area space is loud. Goodness. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I was telling him I just haven't figured out how to actually make the groups yet. Oh yeah, no, 100% I want to. Like, no question. I really just need to look up an article on exactly how to do it and actually do it. Yeah, doing it one at a time manually is going to be insane. Okay. I like them with a shift quick. I see. Okay. Bigger. Okay. I'm gonna go by damage type actually. Hobgoblins are thermal. That makes sense. I'm probably gonna end up renaming these groups, but for right now, these will be fine. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, that's a little bit nicer, isn't it? Okay. So we will probably just keep on... Actually, I don't need to launch this guy. Even general doesn't show the drones. My PvP show drones? It does. That's disorienting. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, I've definitely been doing that. Yeah, I figured that's what you meant. Okay, we can cancel that. Freaking Gallente. Yeah, I've definitely been enjoying the shortcuts just for this part, and I can see how the extra speed would definitely be a big thing, especially for like PvE and stuff. Well, thank you. I'm trying. I've played before, like this is a new character, but I have a little bit of experience from a few years ago, so I'm pulling back on that a lot. Okay, let's complete remotely. Very efficient. If you're willing to take another job from me, yes I am. Glad you contacted me. Since you destroyed the Serpentis research station, the transport ship headed to another location to make the transfer. Okay. Though we were able to intercept, both ships were lost in the course of the ensuing battle. However, we believe a data core containing Dr. Castile's notes may still exist. Your task is to go to Harrogate, locate the data core, and bring it back to me. Be warned, all indications are that the ship was contracted by the Guardian Angels as part of their protection agreement with the Serpantis Corporation. I'm sure they'll send a ship to scan the wreckage and see what can be salvaged as well. They will be looking for some way to recoup part of their loss. The Guardian Angels are a division of the Angel Cartel occupied with guarding Serpantis space stations. The Angel Cartel is the largest and best organized of the space-based criminal factions. The Angels are divided into several groups, each with a distinct function. The Angels recruit members from all of the races and are thus not bound to any one zone of operation. Ooh. I like the little lore things they're adding at the bottom of these missions a lot of the time. Alright, let's go with the fleet anywhere else. Okay. And we can turn that off. Actually, yes. I used to work at Holy Land Experience. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but when I was working there, I actually got ordained while I was there, and I since have like moved on from Holy Land, but at the church I go to, I occasionally preach to the youth group as well. So, if you ever have Bible questions or just one prayer for something, I'm definitely open to that. Yeah, it was like a theme park in Orlando, and it's supposed to like give you the experience of being in Israel. It's an interesting concept. I don't know that they always executed it very well, but okay. Why would you do it? F. Well, let's just go up in the cargo. Bring it back. Let's loot that. Yeah, probably. Oh, no worries. I did pull the one in, so it doesn't hurt to put out more anyway. That was our trigger. Put this person at 25. Let's go ahead and launch this too. On this character, few weeks. Yeah, just about 2 weeks. Before that, I played probably for like a year and a half. Chaotic 15, how is it going? Sorry. In fact, I am. Good eye there, sir. Yes, I had heard that, and I do plan on doing that, absolutely. Gotta make sure those different factions don't start hating you, you know? Got the warriors back in ship shape. Got some bounty money, that's great. Yes, hopefully you guys are all having a good night. If you're not currently following me, I would definitely appreciate a follow. We do have a goal set up for the week. Not overly ambitious, just like 5, but I think we can make it. And if you are following me already, thank you. I do appreciate that. Trying to salvage the wrecks here. Hey, thank you so much. Appreciate that. It's winter's stormy and slag works. Appreciate that so much. And Biohusker. Am I saying that right? I feel like I'm not saying that right. I apologize if I am butchering that. Hopefully Husker as a shorthand will suffice. Oh, quite a few people to knock out here. That's okay. All right, well, I appreciate the confirmation. Dark Ivan, my friend, hello. How are you tonight? Excellent. Alright, looks like some people in the chat know each other. Love that. Probably turn the afterburner off, just sitting here. Yeah, he kept me company a few nights ago on one of the streams. Very cool guy. Oh yeah, of course. Unless, of course, you were talking to Winters, in which case I apologize for jumping on that. Thanks there. Alright, looks like that's all the wrecks, all the cargo's in, so we can go ahead and scoop this. And stack what we've got so far. Yeah, I don't know if you guys were here when I was talking about it, but Ivan was there with me when I forgot to bookmark the wormhole exit on one of my last streams. Not my proudest moment, but we made it out okay. Alright, let's dock up.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, that's what I've heard people say, and the funniest part was, like, I had been in the wormhole earlier, and I had bookmarked it then, but, like, I convinced myself I wasn't going back, so I deleted the bookmark, and then I went back and forgot to rebookmark it.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
So hopefully I don't do that again, but... Alright. Don't move in all this stuff. Okay. Yes, I returned in one piece. Now it's time for me to decide, now it's time for you to decide if you trust me. Okay. I have a final mission to offer you, but it's risky for us both. I think I'll be alright. Alright, the data core you recovered has proved interesting. Before her kidnapping, Dr. Castile found several oddities in the drone components. Honestly, it's created more questions than answers for Creo drone staff. As a sign of good faith, I'm going to share some information with you. Your drones are being corrupted by some other kind of drone. Interesting. I needed to take some information to a friend of mine in Caldari space. They have also been suffering from drone problems recently, and this data may help him and his people. I needed to keep this quiet. Our friendship isn't exactly something we're broadcasting, not with both our empires at each other's throats. That's fair. If you agree, I'll make sure the information is securely hidden on board your ship. You'll never even know it's there. All you have to do is go and talk to Emiri Asaka, and he'll take care of the rest. Recent Gallente Caldari relations. I am a little bit familiar with these. Caldari Prime is the homeworld of the Caldari people. It was claimed and occupied by the Gallente Federation for nearly 2 centuries, until recent actions by then head of state Tibus Heth temporarily brought it back under Caldari control. The Gallente eventually loosened his grip on the planet, which is currently being monitored by the relatively impartial Mordu's Legion. Interesting. Alright, so let's accept the mission. Yeah, so now we're going to be moving to Caldari space, so let's load up all of our stuff. Now let's stack all of our stuff first. And actually, let's go to the repair service and repair our items. And repair all. That's better. Okay. So let us undock. And head to Caldari space. This is where my original character was from, so this is kind of like, almost feels like coming home. Nice, fun 7 jump trip up into Caldari space. I know I said it before, but I do like the look of the Gallente gates. They're really cool.
Warp drive active.
And for those just joining, we are heading to Caldari space to continue the Sisters of Eve epic arc, that portion of it. We're about 6 jumps out, so it'll be just a minute before we get back to missioning, but no worries. The jumps generally don't take too long. At least it won't take 42 jumps like it did getting to the starting station from Amar space. Oh, seriously, that was like half an hour to an hour of my day just moving my ship over there. Gotta love it.
Warp drive active.
Four more jumps. Oh. I did notice going through Minmatar space on the way to the starting station that several of their gates have like different models to them. And I don't know if any of the other empires do that. I know Amar gates are pretty consistent as far as what they are. And then it kind of looks like the Gallente gates are pretty consistent too. Just the same model for each gate. But yeah, the Minmatar ones, they're like 4 or 5 different gate models. Which I thought was kind of cool, honestly. And I kind of remember Caldari also being just one consistent model through all of their space as well.
Warp drive active.
I guess the Minmatar ones are just sort of the outliers as far as that. It. Oh hey, Walex565. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Hello, sir. Or ma'am. I'm not sure which, seems like a gender-neutral screen name, so... But hello, is what I'm trying to say. How are you doing this evening? Yeah, it seems to be going good. Just making my way to Caldari space. Keep working on the Sisters of Eve epic arc here. Already done the Gallente portion and then the portion like actually in the Sisters area, so working our way through it. I expect it's probably going to take a second stream to get all the way through, but that is a-okay. Anyway, how has your evening been? Good, hopefully. Gotcha. Well, that is good to know. Well, welcome back.
Docking permission requested.
Okay.
Docking request accepted.
Appreciated the connection, just not what I'm looking for at the moment. Alright, so let's start our conversation here. Oh, jeez. Thanks for the assist, Ivan. Alright, we've been dealing with the same drone corruption described by Rassier. We've managed to contain the contaminated ones inside a dead space pocket, but that is only a temporary solution. I need you to scout out the situation personally. I've been trying to get updates from my colleagues in the field, but apparently she is having trouble getting clearance for outside communication. Fly over there and make sure the drones are still adequately contained. If they aren't, report back to me. Do not enter into any confrontations with the security forces attempting to contain the drones. Yeah, that's clear enough. Battle Scars. The Caldari are very protective of their way of life and tolerate only those foreigners that stick to their rules. Yeah, that's good. Almost any time the Gallente seek to influence events inside the state, the Caldari are swift to label it as nothing less than a violation of their sovereignty. The Caldari paid a huge cost fighting the Federation, losing millions of people between the exodus from Caldari Prime and the war itself. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense that they'd be protective. Well, let's accept the mission there. And let's unload some of our stuff, because we don't want to drag all of this out with us. Okay, now we can unlock. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, when you're starting out, it happens a lot, but what can you do?
Warp drive active.
I mean, they should. They really should. That is for sure. Oh gosh.
Warp drive active.
Like being back in Jeddah. Alright. Need to approach the hollow asteroid. Okay. Honestly, like, I haven't even really thought about it yet. I have had one offer, but it's just one of those, like, they see someone's new and just throw an offer out there kind of things. Well, there you go. Arriving out of warp, it becomes immediately clear that whoever is handling security has little idea how to fight drones. Battleships patrol on the fringe of the swarm, seemingly oblivious to just how vulnerable they are without proper support from smaller vessels. Okay, well, let's go dock. We've done what we need to do.
Warp drive active.
You really did. That's what the sign was for. I was like, come on. Are you not watching the stream? Do you not know? Oh, goodness. I don't want cheap viewers anyway. I want quality viewers.
Request accepted.
Yeah, let me see what I can do here. Of course. I'm not logged into Twitch on the browser side, so I've got to do the stupid security code. I gotta get in the habit of just having this logged in the background. Okay. Let's get back to the game. Alright. Fans taken care of. Get back to what we were doing. Start a conversation with the agent. We can complete mission, right? Yes. And it's as I feared. Thank you for the report. I'll need you again in just a moment if you're still free to work. I am. Situation has gotten complicated. That current security deployment won't last long against those drones. The local commander, Amala, seems happy just to contain the drones. That only buys the little things more time to escape or supplement their numbers. I need to know more about the commander and why he doesn't seem to know what he's doing. I have a friend named Nachi Garuda, Working for the House of Records, who should have those answers. Yeah, Waylix, I get it. I do. Like I said, I'm just not looking for that kind of thing right now. No. Thank you, though. Alright, so fly over to the archives facility where she works and return to me with anything that might offer some explanations. It isn't glamorous work, but it needs to be done if we want to make informed decisions about how to proceed. Had to be done, right? Alright, so let's accept. And don't think I had to grab anything mission-wise. Nah, okay. Need hidden data sheets in your cargo hold. Do I have that in my cargo hold? Doesn't look like it. I literally just checked the thing. Or wait. I'm going to pick them up, aren't I? Wow. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Got distracted. Okay, let's set destination. And go pick up these hidden data sheets. A couple jumps, not too bad.
Drive active.
One more jump. Channelent? Interesting system name. Long jump. Dang. Not even the longest in the system either. Okay, this is a different model, actually. Like, longer. Let's go dock.
Drive active.
This one's literally just like a courier mission. That works, I guess. Not exactly what the ship's designed for, but I mean, I can handle it. So, why not?
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Alright. I need to pick up that in the hold. On dock. Destination. And back to Unel.
Warp drive active.
Basically back to the station we were at. Makes sense. Okay, yeah. So that's got like 4 rings. I'm trying to see if the one was actually different or if it was just my imagination.
Warp drive active.
Alright, Ivan. Have a good night. Get some rest. And possibly see you Thursday if you're available.
Warp drive active.
Back to the Caldari gates. I think those are all pretty much the same. I haven't seen any ones that are different, but like I definitely haven't been to every system, so there could be outliers for sure.
Warp drive active. Docking permission requested.
Come on.
Docking request accepted.
There we go. I don't know why it has that delay sometimes. Need the chance to load the new scene, I think. Alright, let's complete that. This says that Amala got to his position thanks to family connections. Bad news for us. Let's request another mission here. The mission we have is a delicate one. We can't go after Vitamala directly, even though he doesn't really have a clue about what he's doing. He's too well connected to displace without good reason. I'd expect this sort of thing from the Gallente, but not in the state. The man achieves rank because of his hard work and dedication, not because his father has friends in the bureaucracy. Well, it's a problem everywhere. Someone else can help with this situation. A true warrior and dutiful servant of the state. First difficulty is in freeing up his schedule. If you can handle that part, I can deal with the paperwork for his reassignment. He's currently on deployment in a nearby system, busy dealing with a mercenary force we believe to be funded by Garista pirates. If you can take out all of the Garista ships, then I can arrange to have him reassigned to the drone problem. Okay. Ooh, Garista pirates lore. What do we got? The Garista pirates have been a thorn in the side of the Caldari state for many years, constantly threatening the security of outlying systems and poorly defended convoys. The Garistas tend to shy away from prolonged and overt assaults, preferring instead to take down weaker prey during opportunistic raids. Pretty cool. As a drone user, they have some of my favorite pirate faction ships, so yeah, I kind of like the Garistas, actually. Oh, man. Okay, I think the Caldari lighting is probably my favorite from our ships. That's how I feel about it. The blue light on the white parts, and then like it just really highlights the gold also. Nice. Like I said, I did like the Gallente look. The light from their stations also. But yeah, I think the Caldari is my favorite. I haven't actually docked up in any of the Minmatar stations, so I'm not sure what that looks like yet. Alright, just destroy all enemies. Cool. Easy enough. 5. Lock targets. Lock targets. And lock targets. Let's launch drones. This one. Set orbit 25. This going. In Rust we trust. Yes, it does seem to be the way of things over there. Based on their gates, I would assume the station lights have like a reddish hue to them, which I don't know how great that would look on the MR stuff, but could look good. Okay. I'm not going to judge it until I officially see it, but somehow I just don't feel like it's going to look as good as the Caldari or Gallente station lights. There's literally just 3 pirates? That's... okay. Okay. So mostly red and orange hues. Yeah, I've going through the gates, I kind of figured that it would be that sort of look to it. Alright. Went out of range. Thought I had the inertia, but not quite. Come on, Salvage. I really gotta train the skill up a little bit more. If I even can. I don't know what alphas can take this to. But I think I literally just have it at like 1 right now. Okay. Let's dock up.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, for a second there I panicked and I was like, did I bring my drones back? But yeah, they're right there, so. I mean, I could just warp back and
Docking permission requested.
Maybe.
Docking request accepted.
I don't have it bookmarked, so. And anyway, they're tech ones. It wouldn't have been a huge loss, but just kind of like annoying. Alright, let's complete that mission. Did it actually go into the ship hangar? No. Okay. That's good. Pleased to inform you that everything went smoothly with the transfer. One of the first things our new commander did was to request frigate and cruiser backup for his fleet. Yeah, smart. They should be capable of defending themselves if the drones try to fight their way out. Alright, so let's request a new mission. An economy under threat. Darn Fightamala. He wasn't coordinating with the Navy's emergency logistics division. That's a mouthful. There's a colony nearby that missed a shipment of farming supplies thanks to the chaos caused by these drones. If we don't make the delivery ourselves, then we risk their entire agricultural economy. Once you take these goods over to our fleet, they will deal with the rest. We can finally turn our focus towards the underlying cause of all these problems. You will need at least 150 cubic meters of cargo space to make the delivery. Keep that in mind. Okay. I think we've got that. And there's some lore for the Caldari mindset. Despite the existence of several popular political ideologies, financial concerns are the primary driving force among the Caldari people. Although the Federation often tries to paint the Caldari as soulless capitalists, most Caldari view any economic concerns as an extension of their pragmatic mindset, not as an inherent love for money. Well, that's good. Alright, so let's accept the mission. Presumably I have farming equipment in my hangar. Yes, farming supplies. Put that in the ship. And go on dock. I actually remembered to bring the cargo with me this time. I don't have to turn around, redock, get the cargo, and then go. So that's great. That is like a mission accomplished right there.
Active.
That's cool. Kind of looks like a star that exploded and is, you know, kind of still exploding. Very, very cool. Wait, the gates.
Warp drive active.
Go deliver these farming supplies. I also play Farming Simulator on here sometimes, so how appropriate is it that we're delivering farming supplies? Alright, the Caldari forces look far better prepared this time. Around anti-support frigates and cruisers flank their larger allies, standing ready and able to deal with any smaller hostiles that come their way. And if these drones try to escape, the faster and more agile ones won't slip past the amassed fleet so easily now. That's good. Now let's open this container. Yes, it's too far away, I get that. And yeah, I don't know what that giant thing is. Drone structure? Okay. I assume all those little dots are drones, or that's like the storyline. That's kind of intimidating, honestly. But we're going over here into this. Just need to put some farming supplies inside. Just work for corpse all your life. Gallente equals idealistic and everyone is equal. Mars, religion focused, Minotaur, rules of tribes. Yep. That does sound just about correct. Alright, let's start a conversation. Let's complete remotely. Yes, I just received word from the colony. They should be able to stick to their production schedule, which is great news. You've done Caldari people a great service today. If you need any further help with your drone investigation, just say the word. I probably will. Alright, normally, the local security forces would want to handle this drone threat themselves, but we're willing to contract the job out to a capsuleer. You'll have to go in alone while our fleet holds the line. I suggest you take some friends into the fight. The drones have been growing in number, as more are corrupted and somehow find their way to the swarm. Once you neutralize the threat, you should search the wreckage for something that will help with your investigation. Okay, so I'm literally supposed to go in there and destroy all the drones. Got it. Let's close this. Warp the location. Okay, not here. Over there. Good. It looks like there are a lot of drones in there. I'm gonna bring my own drones. Probably not as many. Yeah, I mean, I like the Amar religion thing, because, like, I'm religious myself, but I don't necessarily agree with all of the stuff in theirs, because they do the whole slavery thing, and they're a little bit brutal, so that's not ideal. Yes, very much so. Can we just leave this party? Oh, that's funny. Okay, so you destroy all enemies in the vicinity. Well, let's do that. Okay. Honestly, let's orbit this. 25. Now, obviously, like, I like the Gallente ideals of freedom and all that stuff. So, ideologically, it's probably, like, I mean, I'm in America, so I like to think that's how we operate. Also, but so it makes sense that those kind of ideals kind of jive with what I'm familiar with. Alright, they all see me. Except this guy, apparently. Just waiting for people to get into decent range so I can actually target them. True. Plus selectable damage types, so that's huge. Oh geez, that's not what I wanted at all. Okay. No. Oh, that's great. I didn't know that. Yeah, that will be very helpful. Okay, that's the last of the drones taken care of. Feel free to inspect the wreckage if you like, but I just received an official transmission for you from the Sisters of EU. Looks like they've got a new lead for you to chase up. Anyways, cool. We are definitely going to inspect the wreckage, because that's what we do. And let's pull our drones in before I forget. Switch over to the salvage. With that. No, if nothing else, I can just hit the launch button for that group. That simplifies things. There were kind of a lot of enemies in that one, like small stuff, but it was, there were quite a few targets there. looks like we are almost up for our time on the stream, so this will definitely be our last mission. And I appreciate all you guys tuning in and watching. If you haven't followed, definitely go ahead and give us a follow so you can get notified when we stream again. It'll be Thursday at 7, just in case you don't get the notifications for whatever reason. And yeah, I appreciate you guys hanging around, keeping us company while we go through the Sisters of Eve epic arc. I promise I will not do any more until the next stream, so we can see all of it on camera, just in case that's something you guys wanted. And I was thinking, since there's a bunch of us in here, if you guys are up for it, maybe we can raid another channel. Let me see who is even on right now. Okay, no one I know, but there's one person here on the suggested. Doesn't have a ton of viewers, so they'd probably appreciate whoever we can send their way. Alright. We are heading over to Zyth_Zero's channel. Alright guys, treat Zyth well. Hopefully some good content there for you, and I'll see you guys on Thursday. Have a good night.